Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці.
Good health to you, fellow Ukrainians. On May 30th, I was on a working trip to our city of Odesa. I thanked our warriors for defending the region and the whole of Ukraine. In particular, I visited a hospital and our wounded defenders. I wished them a speedy recovery. I was honored to present state awards. I thanked our doctors. I held a special and lengthy meeting in Odesa on the security and social situation in the region. The region is a priority from all points of view. It is Odesa region that is one of the pillars of security for our entire south and therefore for the state. The security service of Ukraine has achieved very important results in Odesa region in countering Russian saboteurs. General Moskalev delivered a report on the situation in the areas of responsibility of the Odesa operational and strategic groups of troops. We analyzed in detail how to strengthen the defense. We also discussed economic issues, jobs and social security in detail. I also held an off-site meeting of the staff. Constant attention to the front, reports from the commanders of Hortitsa, Tavria and the commander-in-chief, special reports from the heads of the main intelligence directorate and the security service. Details will follow later. Special attention is paid to our grain corridor and security in the Black Sea. The world knows the fundamental role of our maritime grain exports for food security. In general, security in the Black Sea, the effectiveness of international law on navigation is a globally important security factor. All the maritime countries of the world see what could threaten their ports and their water areas if Russia gets away with blocking navigation in the Black Sea. Let me give you just one example. Currently, out of 3 ports that have been agreed upon as part of the Black Sea Grain Initiative, the Pivdenny port is actually blocked. More than 1.5 million tons of agricultural products have been accumulated in Pivdenny alone, and this grain is expected by at least 10 countries, including Turkey, Egypt, Bangladesh and China. Obviously, the less food is supplied to these countries, to these regions, the higher the food prices are, the more people in these countries lose from their family budgets. That is, the blockade of one port in Ukraine creates extremely severe risks for different nations, in particular for those countries, relations with which Russia is also trying to speculate on. I thank everyone in the world who helps us increase the security space in the Black Sea, who puts pressure on Russia to unblock food supplies. I also held a meeting on the development of our port infrastructure in Odesa. And one more thing, we are working to make the second half of this week meaningful for our relations with partners. Our international team is doing everything to ensure that this week ends with the news Ukraine needs. And now I thank the United States of America, President Biden personally, both parties of Congress and every American, everyone who values freedom, for a new defense package for our warriors. Missiles for Patriots, rockets for HIMARS, artillery and other strongly needed weapons, needed right now. Glory to all our warriors who are now in combat for the sake of Ukraine, who are at combat posts, on combat missions. I thank everyone who works for our country. Thank you, Odesa, for that day. Glory to Ukraine.